Hello YouTubes, this is Grimweird and I'm coming at you again with more Enigmatica 2 Expert Mod Pack playthrough action for Minecraft 1.12.2. As always, we are joined by our lovely assistant, Zombie Steve. I have moved over our little mana farm of Endoflames over to the new area from the old fort. So we're pretty much moved out of here for all of the magic stuff. And now we're moving over here and put up a little extra fencing to keep skeletons from shooting at me while I did my stuff. And I think I have figured out how to, I know I have figured out how to do runes on the Runic Altar. I want to find out a better way to do them, but for now I'm at least getting stuff done. So if we look at some of the stuff we need to make, we just need to make a bunch of these types of runes. So I'm looking at Rune of Air right now. Most of them appear to take a mana powder and a mana steel, and then 3 items. In this case for air, it's string, feather, and white carpet. So if we go ahead and do that, we just right-click the string onto there, and it starts floating around. And a feather, and it starts floating around. And a carpet. And a mana powder, and a mana steel, and then you hear a sort of lightning bolt, and it shows that there's a recipe there. You can see there's a little X across the arrow. That means it needs power, so I'm going to take my Wand of the Forest, shift right click on my mana spreader, and shift right click on the altar. And now I'm beaming power from the mana spreader to the altar. And make sure I'm actually generating power here. Now I'm out of coal again. So let's get some coal in there. Alright, so now we should start beaming some power over here. And what we're looking for is the little rune symbol on the right. You can see that it's going from a white background to a sort of a clock face with green ticking clockwise as it fills up with power. So we're working on it. We are now halfway done-ish. And now about 3/4 of the way done. And good to go. So now you can see it says underneath that, it says there's symbols for plus stone and plus wand. So I'm going to right click some stone into the middle, which forms the actual body of the rune, and then right click on it with the Wand of the Forest. And there we go. We made a couple runes. So I've been doing that for the runes that we need for making Terra steel. So now I just have the fire ones left. If we take a look at that, let's see, we want to go to, let's just look at it this way. So this is the quest we're trying to do, is make this terrestrial agglomeration plate. So we've got all these runes except for Rune of Fire, so I'm going to again need mana powder and mana steel, which I've got. I need nether wart, gunpowder, and nether brick. So if we go into our ME system, nether brick, and wart, and gunpowder. Oops, sorry, I had gunpowder out. So now, let's see, we're going to need mana steel again. And mana powder again. And nether wart. Another brick. And gunpowder. Now it's showing me the recipe and telling me it needs power. Oh, and I left that pointing there. Probably shouldn't have pointed it back at my pool. It's one of the things I need to do is figure out how to, spread things around and get beam power around or mana around better. I did make a second mana pool and a second set of sparks so that I can get us a second pool of mana going so we have a bigger reserve. But I'm not 100% sure how that works yet. I think when my first mana pool fills up, it will start spreading mana to the second one. So now it says it's ready to go, so we're going to click a rock on there, right-click a rock on there, and then right-click it with the Wand of the Forest, and there we go. And then remember to shift right-click that and shift right-click the pool to go back to filling that up. And I need to stow some of this stuff. Alright, so now let's take a look at what we're trying to make there. It was a terrestrial agglomerator. That's a normal crafting situation, so we got a block of mana steel. So we don't have that, so we can make that real quick. And now we should be good to go. And there we go. So now, this is used for crafting Terra steel. It must be placed in a 3x3 multi-block consisting of a plate, living rock, and lapis blocks. Place 5 living rocks in an X pattern. And place the plate on the middle living rock, then fill it with 4 lapis blocks. Fill it. I assume that means fill in the 3x3 thing. I'm not sure. Since I don't really have a good feel for how to move mana around yet, I'm going to probably try and keep all of this fairly local so that I can, until I figure it out, I can just point my 1 mana spreader and my 1 mana generation at what we're doing here. So let's see, 5 living rock and an X. That's simple enough. Terrestrial on the middle. No problem. And then lapis blocks. Which was laughing at me. So then lapis blocks. Let's get some of them. Oops. And I think that's it. Let's see. Drop a mana steel, a mana diamond, and a mana pearl on it to initiate the craft. It takes half a mana pool worth of mana. Alright. I don't think we're actually going to do that now because we've already got some Terra steel. So I'm going to wait until I need some more. But we've now opened up some more stuff. So Natura, you'll need 2 of these to open the gate to Alfheim. Place them over mana pools. So I think I better pause and actually figure out what the heck I'm doing with mana, because obviously I'm going to need a larger area and more mana pools and possibly more mana generation. So I should probably get a bit organized before I get too carried away here. Yeah. So I'm going to pause the recording here and try and do some research. I looked around before I started doing all of this, and it was a bit confusing because a lot of the information seems to have changed over the years, and a lot of people are doing things for different reasons and in different styles. But I'll try and figure out what's going on here and get a bit more organized, and I'll be right back. Alright, so one thing I'm definitely going to do is we have sort of worked through eventually all of our charcoal that we made with a charcoal pit. And so what I'm going to do is I went and I have a ton of logs and went and got a few more from the redwood forest. And we are going to cover up a bunch. Leave me alone. With dirt and turn it into charcoal. Assuming I have a flint and steel on me. Just to get some burnables for our Endoflames to turn into mana. Here we go. We're just going to light the one and cover it up. Keep an eye on this for a second to make sure that the black particles, smoke particles that we're seeing from the one that we lit start to spread to other blocks. There we go. Now we're spreading out a bit. I have plenty of coal, but I don't know, I just feel weird using up all my coal because coal is sort of more specific than charcoal. And so I would rather go ahead and just make a ton of easy charcoal. Only takes me 10 minutes or so to get that started. Now it'll take a couple game days for it to actually come out, but yeah, see, I'm already out of coal again. So one of the things I did real quick was I'd never used a mana splitter, but I made one of those and then made another pool. So now I've got 3 pools, and I'm just trying to get up a nice backlog of stuff here. So what I might try to do is some sort of automation of getting coal or charcoal or something into this system. I suppose I could put blocks in too. Those would probably burn longer. So yeah, I still have more research to do on all of this. May get some more mana spreaders and some more Endoflames going. Not really sure how much Botania we're gonna, or I mean, how much mana we're gonna need. I'm not looking to really, kick ass and take names with Botania. I'm mostly just looking to do the quest logs. So we'll just see what is required. So most of these take a rune, so we could start working on those. Yeah, so we can start busting those out. Those don't take a lot of mana. I don't think most of this stuff takes too horribly much mana just to finish off this quest chapter. Not sure about the Elven Gateway and the Natura Pylons, but we will figure it out. So I'm going to pause here, let our mana pools fill up some more. Guess I can put more coal in the blocks in there. I just get nervous about using up all my coal when I might need it for something else. And I shouldn't worry about it because I'm sure I have tons of coal ore, or I should. Yes, I've got 3,543 nether coal ore, so I've probably got plenty. But yeah, charcoal is real quick and easy to make, and it burns for a nice long time. And trees are an easier renewable resource than coal. So while that's going on, I think I'm going to go AFK a bit. Hang out in my tower. Let that cook for a while. Let the charcoal cook for a while. And then do some more research on what we need to do to get some of these Botania quests finished. Seems like we could make some of this stuff now, so we need pylon. That's doable. And that lets us make this. What else do we need? Terra steel nuggets. I think we got enough Terra steel for that. So we got some Terra steel nuggets. I think we need 2 of these, is that right? Yes, 2 of them. So let's see. Grab another one of these. And another one of these. Two mana pools, but they want you to have them on you. That's rude. So I guess I'll just make 2 more. I'll probably need them, because I specifically need ones underneath these pylons, I believe. Okay, so let's do it this way. And a pool. I probably don't have enough flowers anymore. Or living rock. Alright. Well, I'll just make a couple more since those have already got some mana in them. I might have to do something about my peacock. It seems to like to just walk through my business. It's getting on my nerves. It might need a cage or something. We'll throw down some more. I have living rock. Why won't you let me make that? Oh, because it's in my inventory. Yeah, I'm going to need to track down some more light gray petals for light gray petal blocks. So maybe I'll do that while the charcoal and mana are cooking. As soon as the rain lets up. So I'm going to pause and I'll come back later. We'll try and bust out a few more of these things. So I always have the hardest time finding mystical light gray flowers, which you need a lot of. So I'm going to go ahead and take the scanner, and I have configured one of my block scanner modules to light gray flowers, and we're going to see if that works. So I'm going to put that back in the scanner. And I'm going to run over here and yeah, it lights them up. Oh, it looks like it's lighting up maybe all mystical flowers, though. Yeah, it looks like it's lighting up all mystical flowers, which is still better than nothing. It does make them stand out a bit more. It's just when I get, like, let's say I'm up here and I'm flying around looking for them, it's like that gray and green. It's like the yellow I can see, the purple I can see, pink I can see, blue I can see, but yeah, these light gray ones, they just blend right in unless you're on top of them. That's why I probably flew over a bunch of them until I got into a snowy area and then saw them because of the contrast with the snow. But I don't need a ton more of them, but look around a bit. Maybe the snowy area will just help enough. But that's an interesting thing. I wanted to try it. Mystical flower in the scanner. And it's showing me some white ones. I do need more white ones. I might make some more Endoflames, so probably wouldn't hurt for me to pick up a few brown as well. So I think I'm going to try the scanner out in the green areas now to see if there were a bunch of light gray ones that I missed that are then easier to see with this. Some lime ones. I probably could use some more lime ones. I think I used a bunch of those up on something. Red ones are used in Endoflame, so I'll grab a few more of those. Hey, light gray ones. That did make them easier to see in this area. And I think I probably have enough now, but just gonna look around a bit more. I don't think I have any green ones, so I'm going to pick up a few of those. Use my comma to harvest the tall one so it doesn't break. I'm out of room. Alright, well that's enough for now. So head on back. Let's see, so we've got to make a couple more mana pools, apparently. Which means we need 2 more of those. Maybe I don't have enough of those. I'm one short. Alright, back out to find some more light grays. Bother. But I think the scanner is going to help me when I'm in green areas. Is that some? Ah, yeah, see, I flew over this area 2 or 3 times and didn't see these guys. Bueno. We're in business. So let's see. Now we can... I should probably look up how you do the Alfheim portal. I have no idea what that is. Sounds fun. Go play with some elves. Since we spent most of our time at Bedrock and are feeling sort of dwarven this game, that sounds like good entertainment. Always fun to mess with some dwarves. I mean some elves. I still don't know what I'm doing with these things, but I'm just going to go ahead and try and... I've been using up my smaller ones when I use them, since assuming that it doesn't matter here, but it might matter when I start doing them, using them for astral sorcery. Alright, so that should give us that advancement. Yes. Elven Gateway. These are the blocks required to form the gate to Alfheim. Consult the thing. An Elven Gateway core. Ooh, boy. Star metal. We ain't got no star metal. Alright, well, that tells me what I need to do there. Go find some star metal. Let's see. So, just for kicks and giggles, let's take a look at what's going on here with the... so what would that be under? Alphomancy, I assume? It said that once elves used to share the world with the modest Minecrafters due to unknown events, they would have been banished back to their own world of Alfheim. Experimentation, blah, blah, blah. 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering living wood, 1 elven gateway core, and at least 2 mana pools and 2 nature pylons. There's the pylons. There's a portal. Where do we want to put this thing? Might need a little bit of room, so somewhere like here maybe. And then what else does it say? Unvisualize. Okay. Those 2 nature pylons with mana pools directly below must be laid out in an 11 by 11 area around the core to open up the portal. Alright, well. I don't know what we're doing there, but looks like we'll just set up a couple of nature pylons and pools over here. Maybe create a bunch more Endoflames, set them up over here to fill another couple pools. Use these pools for runes and whatnot, and set up some more pools and some more mana generation over here for the portal. See what happens. Go away. Alrighty, so we got some of the way through Botania here, so we've definitely made progress in that we have, I can now make runes, that's good. We can now make Terra steel, that's good. We're on our way to getting this elf stuff, which will get us this mess, so that's good. Gaia Guardians and stuff, I think those are things that we fight. That sounds fun. So yeah, since we need star metal from astral sorcery to get into the whole Gaia thing, we might ignore this thing here and try to bust out most of this and maybe some of this, and then come back around to the other stuff. Elementium, I think we need to fight elves before we can get that. Maybe. Pixie dust. I think that's throwing things into the mana port, into the elf portal. So we can hold off on those two, and let's see if we can push on through this. Mundane belt we can make. Rune of air and earth we have. Let's see if we can bust that out right now. Let's see, so mundane. Oops. If I could type. That must be some sort of alchemical brass. Yeah, alchemical brass. How do we make that? Iron into the crucible with some instrumentum. Alright, well, we'll work on that stuff. I think that's probably about enough for this episode. Made some progress. I got a splitter. I got some mana built up. Made some runes. Got our terrestrial agglomeration plate going. We've got the pylons and pools for a couple of for our Alfheim portal. Got some leftover runes from making the Terra steel thing, which we can pump into flowers. So I think that's sort of what I'll end up doing. Then maybe between now, you guys probably don't care about another singularity. That's could be handy. You guys probably don't care about watching me make a bunch of flowers, so I will probably try and get some of that done off camera and see where we get. And yeah, so we'll talk again next time. Bye.